How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Lore Cave. Ooh, boy. Feels good to be back on a regular schedule. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Seraphis, Red Mage, how's it going, guys? Man, I feel like $1,000,000 today, let me tell you what. Ooh, boy. Today we're going to be getting right back to work on Braveheart and his Anthro model, his Ruby Dragon model. I'm gonna call you Company Bill. That's what I'm gonna call you. How's it going, Company Bill, over on YouTube? Exhausted? Well, that's okay. Just pop an Addy and you'll be good to go. Or drink some coffee. Probably more responsibly drink some coffee. Had an early day? Yes. I am getting myself a little more organized, so I'm able to start a little earlier than I normally do. I hate coffee, then drink Mio Energy, because that's what I drink. I also hate coffee. My wife loves coffee, but I can't stand the stuff. Who would drink that on purpose? Don't they know there are other, more delicious forms of caffeine out there? All right, I haven't looked at this thing since our stream ended last time. I think it's coming along okay. A little worried about the chest plating. Might need to reassess how I do that, but we'll see. I try not to get attached to caffeine. Well, I tried and failed. I tried my best. All right, let's take a look at this thing and see where we're at. I missed as I work. Well, that's okay. You had no idea that I was coming back. I was gone for like 3 weeks. Right, here we are. And he is very far from being done. I still need to finish modeling out the chest plating. Give him some teeth. Continue adding the spikes. And then we're going to add the rubies that are going to be like covering his body, his shoulders, his back, everything. Even his thighs are going to have their own set of rubies attached. So I think he's coming along all right. Still we're keeping our try count pretty low. This could be a game ready model if we wanted it to. But yeah, I want to finish out the chest plating first. Some mantids. He did not want mantids. He wanted plating like that. I've made mantids before for some dragons. Depends on what they like and what they want. We're joined today by Flippy. He is over here sitting in my lap nice and pretty because he's a good boy. He is a good boy sometimes. Let's see, how far back did the plating go? A little bit further than that. Man, I am feeling on top of my game today, fellas. We are going to finish this model today. Okay, maybe not the entire thing, but the model itself will be done. Not textured, just the model. I am a model making machine. Hey Braveheart, how's it going? I may look like a dragon, but I'm actually a machine. That's right. You hired an AI to make your model. How does that make you feel? Ha, joke's on you. I don't have to retopologize because I am not sculpting this model.
Heh. Actually, I'm not gonna need to retopologize. Owned.
Felt my neck beard grow just slightly larger just by saying that. But I will suffer, yes, of course. I'm just so good at modeling, I don't need to sculpt. Except when I do. Wait. Don't mind me, I'm just, I'm not Googling what a theropod helium bone is. Of course I know what that is, because I'm a genius and I know everything. I'm just making sure you guys know what it is. Hang on. Oh, probably not. I do that for my quadruped models, for sure. At least for their back legs, I like their hips. Have you heard of Pal World? Oh, I can't stop hearing about it. I can't stop hearing about it. Seems like everywhere I turn, someone's talking about it. What's the general consensus, fellas? What do you guys think of PoW? I've never played it, probably never will. It's good. All right, well, I hear that's a very popular opinion. Lots of people seem to think so. Nintendo is scared? No, they're not. Nintendo is a massive company. Even if Power World does insanely well right now, it won't tear into their profits, not even a little bit. People are not going to stop buying Pokemon because they also bought Power World. People have been buying Pokemon games, these slot games, for decades now, non-stop. Nintendo is not afraid. And even if people stopped buying Pokemon games forever, they also have Mario, they have Legend of Zelda, they have Star Fox, which they have drastically underutilized, but they have it nonetheless. Nintendo will live long after we are all dead. Don't mind me, I'm not Googling keel bones. Nope, not me doing that. Nope, I know exactly what that is. Oh, it's the booby bone. The booby holder bone, yeah. I guess this one could kind of have it, if it was like a dragon. Like a quadruped dragon. Yeah, the Nintendo AI will exist long after we are all dead in the future, continuing to make games for nobody, and suing anyone who even tries to stream said games. If another race manages to take humanity's place, they will be there to sue them. All right, there's the chest plating. I think that should do it. We'll see how it looks after it's painted. Smooth out right there. Okay, let's see. You guys think I should model the teeth from scratch? Well, I've got some surprising news for you guys. I'm definitely not gonna do that. Let's see. Pull them from someone. You're learning. You know me so well. Because you said that, I'm going to steal your teeth surface. Actually, my teeth are probably going to fit this dragon a little bit better. I imagine this dragon doesn't have like massive teeth because it's got like a kind of like a beak thing going on, so its teeth probably will be less pronounced than like the snout itself, or like the beak, I guess is what you'd call it. Only thing you have to make is the tongue. Yeah, and I just haven't fully decided exactly how I want to do that. Like, what kind of tongue did they get? Because that's the thing I kind of forgot, or didn't even think to model the tongue, or like draw the reference with an open mouth, which would have been the smart thing to do. Hey, Silver. Let's see. Does this one have teeth? No. Does this one have teeth? No. Okay, this one is definitely has teeth. Yeah, there we go. They're a little high poly, but I don't care. Boom. Do I have a vertex group for the teeth? I do. Heh. All right, now we're going to shove them in there and we're going to make them fit. Perfect. Yeah, all right, yeah, that basically works. Actually, what I was going to do is I was going to widen out the snout a little bit because it was like a little too small or too thin. Actually, yeah. This is what I want to actually do with the head. Out there. Oh yeah. That's way better. Hell yeah. All right. still unsure about the eye color, but I think that's the style we're gonna go with. Maybe. I might make the pupil a little thinner, make it a little more sinister. Welcome in, Starfire. How's it going? Okay. Next, I think we're going to take the brow and move it up just a little bit up. Tired? Like I was telling everybody else, drink a whole bunch of Mio Energy. And you'll feel like $1,000,000. You excited for Dragon's Dogma 2? No, I fucking hate Dragon's Dogma. Of course I'm excited! I'm so excited, you have no idea. It is literally making me crazy having to wait for it. I'm still unsure if I want to get it on PlayStation or if I want to get it on PC. Because on PlayStation it'll run better. My PC's good for modeling, but it's really not that great for gaming. And I want to play it with like the best graphics I can get my hands on. And I think my PlayStation is just better, honestly. It'll run smoother. But then again, I can't really stream it that way, or I can, but it sucks. I hate streaming with that. You know? But if I just decide not to stream it at all, then problem solved. But then again, I'm kind of like the Dragon's Dogma guy, you know? It's kind of like my game, you know? I don't know. I think I'll stream it someday, but honestly, I just don't think I will. It's a game that means a lot to me, and I think I kind of want to enjoy it by myself, if that makes sense. I remember whenever Elden Ring first came out, and I was really excited for that as well, and I tried streaming it literally on day one, and I just did not have as much fun with Elden Ring as I could have had if I had just not streamed it, you know? I'm not a video game streamer, really, so I really shouldn't. Yeah, and inevitably, and the inevitable spoiler, you know, no matter what you're playing and no matter how much you write on your rules, don't spoil the game, people are going to do it, you know? They just will. And that's a fact of life. Yeah, if I stream it at all, yeah, it'd be definitely after my first playthrough, for sure. And you know, I didn't stream Baldur's Gate, you know, and I had a great time with that, even though I wanted to, or thought I wanted to. I'm still having a good time with that. I have like over 150 hours. I can't even remember the last time I put 150 hours into a video game. I just get sick of them so fast, but I just don't get sick of Dragons or of Baldur's Gate. All right, we're gonna make some thick scales at the back. It's still in Act 1. That's okay. There's like, I've replayed a lot of it because I'm playing it on honor mode. So, you know, I've had to restart several times. I'm right now, I'm at the farthest that I've ever been in honor mode because I finally kind of figured out that it's different than playing honor mode in Divinity. Because like Divinity, in Divinity, it's really, or not really hard, but it's pretty hard to escape from a fight that's not going your way. In Baldur's Gate, it really isn't. There's a lot of really early spells that you can get your hands on. Like just a simple Misty Step can get you away. And if at least one person gets away from the fight, that's all it takes to survive, because you can just go back to camp, get withers to bring back everybody, and if you have enough money, as long as you have money, you never have to worry about it. So yeah, I've restarted much less now that I've kind of figured that out. I didn't even know withers could bring people back to life for a long time. I don't know how. It says it right there in his dialogue options. Rarely lose my fights. Ooh, okay. No, I get you. Yeah, still doing good with our volley count. I thought it'd be pretty neat to do a streamer or a VTuber collab where, like, you know, we get 4 people together, 4 dragons specifically together to play a full party of Dragonborn. Thought that'd be kind of neat someday. Don't know when I would ever do that, but thoughts crossed my mind. I also don't want to organize it. Things I want but don't want to work for, you know? Play as a dragon? Oh, sure. Let me just let me turn on Giga easy mode real quick. Like I think I'd be willing. But I'd still want to go through at least one playthrough first, like I said before, because the same problem would apply even if it's a game that I am not running, you know? We'll have to play Spectacular, of course, absolutely. I didn't be down for playing honor mode. What the fuck? Flippy just bumped a button. I don't know what he just bumped. Okay. That was weird. Hi Miranda, how's it going? Welcome in. Today we're working on a Ruby Dragon commission for a VTuber friend of mine named Braveheart. Just adding some of the spikes to his back. There we go. What element dragon is your favorite? Fire. Fire, baby! Ah. Fantastic, Seraphis. I'm serious. Like, as soon as I'm done with it, and not just like my honor mode playthrough. Like I have a playthrough I'm going through with my sister. That's like my main playthrough. You know, me and her have always played Divinity together, so we're playing through it just on Tactician because you know she doesn't like to do the whole like start over thing. You know, so Tactician is enough for us. And I think we are approaching the end of Act 2. I think. It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure. You have a girlfriend? I have a wife. So no, I'm just kidding. Yes, I do have a wife. My beautiful wife, Nessie. Love of my life. All right, we're gonna comb these a little bit. Start kind of bringing them in line. Playing Bard hits different. That is the only class, or one of the only classes that I have yet to play with. Whether it be in my party or myself. I've played through like a lot of different classes trying to find like my perfect flavor of like spell sword. And I just really can't decide what kind of spell sword I like the best. Because like, I think the best I could come up with that felt right was a paladin warlock multi-class that just like maxed out charisma and used bound weapons to do all my damage. But the problem was that, you know, because my charisma was my damage dealing stat and my melee stat, my strength was my dump stat. So it felt weird being a Giga Chad melee Dragonborn that couldn't lift anything or couldn't jump more than like a couple of meters because my strength score was just so low. And that just didn't feel right. So now I'm just going like full on Battle Master because screw it. If you have an element, definitely fire. 100% fire. But I have yet to try Bard though. I know Bards can kind of be like melee fighters or spell swords in a way, you know, with finesse weapons. Or just going full on Warlock, really, too, if you go Pact of the Blade. But still, again, it's like a charisma, you know, thing, and it's like weird to not have just a bunch of strength. Why can't I just have a 20 in all of my stats? You say bad words? All the time. All the time. I'm an angry person. There are no such thing as bad words. Well, that's not true. Slurs are real, but I don't say those. Gamer words. yeah, those are the gamer words. We don't say gamer words around here. It's been a long time since I've had a gamer moment, okay? I don't think I've ever had one on stream, though. You guys are fortunate to not have heard me go gamer mode on stream. That's why I don't play competitive games anymore. They bring out the worst in me. Hang on, I wanted to see something. I might end up sculpting these scales on if I can find like a good scale brush that kind of captures this look. Let's see. There might be. Your voice is cool, thank you. People say that, but I don't see it. One more subdivision. Perfect. All right, let's see if I have a brush here. I have a lot of scale brushes. Let's see if I have one that matches that. Because I know for sure that I have a texture in Substance Painter that matches that. Or something similar to that, but I want to see if it's better. Let's see. Oh, I have gotten pretty pissed off playing games, but it's never been to a point where I've had a full-on gamer moment. Start yelling slurs at Grigori and Dragon's Dogma. No, haven't gotten there. The only way I would consider using sculpting is if I can find a scale pattern that isn't like a single scale like this. This would take years to sculpt. Reserved for Hellhounds. Are you talking about in Call of Duty? I never really played it that much, but I've seen other people get really, really mad when playing zombies. No, in Dragon's Dogma? Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You are actually right, yes. The Hellhounds in Dragon's Dogma are... they're so fucking annoying. I hate them so much. Yeah, they might get a slur out of me or two. More than red? Nothing. There is no color better than red. It is objectively the best color. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be gold. Or silver. I don't know. One of those two. I don't even know what this brush looks like. Hang on. I think this one's just like nasty skin. Like, yeah, like if I wanted to make it like grungy looking. Like a grungy looking... Yeah. No. Not what I'm looking for right now. Wait, are they in the sharps? No. My playthrough? I'm just now finishing up Act 2. So, I don't know if that's the halfway point or if that's like the 2/3 point of the game. But that's where me and my sister are in our playthrough. Do you trust Jesus? I don't believe in God. Let's see. I can't remember which of these files that I'm pulling these brushes from. Like which one of these? I know it's not this one. This one's dog shit. This one? No. I need to organize my assets. Damn it. Okay, here we go. I think I found him. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Well, this isn't the one I need, but if I need horn, if I ever needed to sculpt a horn, I guess I have that here. You know what? Let's just put an eyeball right there. We're just gonna cover you in eyeballs. There you go. Beautiful. I'm an artist. Do you like drawing dragons and something else? I like making anime characters sometimes. Haven't in a while. I like making characters from my books. I just haven't for a very long time. I should though. I want to make animations with them. I only have one that's fully rigged and ready to go. Let's see. We're gonna add in. This is the last collection that I think that I have. Ow. Yes, give me your money. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. Damn, that might actually work. Okay, okay, all right. I see you. I see you. Let's check out the others first. I don't know why that's not. Oh, it's because I'm using a. Hang on. Just gonna apply this real quick. Oh. Get shake keys out of here. Gonna apply this real quick. You get played Roblox? No, I don't play no Roblox. This might be one that I use. Yeah, I think I might end up sculpting. Looks like Seraphis was right. As usual. As usual. Because I think this would actually look better. Something along those lines. Either that one or this one. Maybe this one in like smaller spaces where I just need to fill up some extra space, but I think the majority of it is going to be made up of this one. Just patterns of this. Very large scales. Almost spikes. Maybe a couple of these spread out some places. That one's not really coming out very good. That one probably would only come out good in like 10 million polygon thing. Yeah, or like be really big. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have to have like 10 million polygons. Give just a random little horn. Yeah. Or give you guys a trypophobic nightmare. How about that? You guys have anyone? We got any trypophobia in victims here? I think that's the right word. Man, I had that real bad as a kid. I don't know. Don't know what that means? Don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think if that's the case, I might get rid of most of these NURBS paths back here. Oh, wait, before we do any of that, need to unapply that modifier because I'm not going to deliver a 1 million polygon model. Nope. We're not doing that. Okay, I won't delete them just yet, but I will hide them for now. Thinking. Okay, so if if I'm going to be sculpting the scales on, that means I'm going to need to bake a normal map with the scales sculpted on. What that means is that if I have all of this shit, like, let's see, right here on the face, it will get in the way of that normal map. Then again, it would be better than trying to like model the spikes into it like this or something. Like, it'd probably be fine for the brow, but like doing it here would not work because a lot of these face spikes are overlapping like this. I think I might leave the spikes alone, but the scales, the actual scales like this, I should sculpt in. So the whole purpose of having these back here was so that in a silhouette, like if you're looking at the silhouette of the model itself, you would still see these spikes coming out like this, no matter which angle you were looking at it from. So in a lot of video game assets, they are, even if they have scales or spikes, a lot of the times this is what the model looks like when it's untextured. It's just a flat, smooth surface that the scales are painted on. Because most video game assets in a game that's well developed don't have a ton of triangles. I think that, like, even in a game with great graphics like Last of Us, the character models had like, I think it was 30,000 triangles. Your typical VTuber model could go up into the 100,000s. Because it's the only thing being rendered on screen, so it doesn't really matter. But in a video game, if you have like 25 characters on screen that are supposed to be photorealistic, they need to be low poly, or the game's just gonna crash no matter how powerful your graphics card is, or your CPU, in that case. So the way that they get around it is they make sure that the silhouette of a model is has a certain shape to it. So that gives off the illusion that the model itself is a lot more higher poly than it actually is. That's how they get around that. So for instance, like if I were to paint like this big spike right here, if I were to paint that on and we turn the model this way, suddenly you don't see the spike anymore. It's just it might as well just be a tattoo. Whereas, you know, the silhouette of the face no longer has that spiked jawline. Or like back here, if I were to just paint spikes that looked like this, overlapping spikes or scale spikes or whatever on there, this would just be a flat surface. When you scrolled in really close, or even zoomed in moderately close like a VTuber would, the surface will just look smooth. And again, it'll make it look like it's painted on no matter how good I paint them. Let me give you another actually, let me show you guys an example of this in practice. Where is it? Also, I'm stalling because I'm still thinking. Where is it? All right, I think this is it. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is Lore's Dragonborn. It's a model I put up on Gumroad. It is only 23,000 triangles, making it quest compatible. And even though I could have just painted these spikes onto the face, the silhouette, or like these right here, if you zoom in really close, you'll see that the spikes are still there. They still poke out of the head. Same thing with a lot of the spikes, or a lot of the thicker, taller scales that I put on the head, like these, for example. I wanted it to appear that if we zoomed in really close, you can see that the head has some texture to it. Same thing with these, this plating on the back. I added just a little bit of edginess to the back here and there to make it appear, to give off the very quick illusion that this plating is actually coming off of the body. Same thing right here. So that in combination with a really good normal map gives off the impression that this is a way higher poly model than it is. This one I'm very proud of. Especially the head. That's what you call optimized. Take notes, AAA game devs, you fucking hacks. Making every game 150 gigabytes to download because of this, because you don't do this. Okay, so if we want to give the model a silhouette that looks like this, where it's got this edginess to it, but we don't want the poly count to shoot through the roof, we're going to need to decide in what places do we put a couple of spikes down to give it that silhouette, or at the very least, what places do we say take the mesh and do something like this? Probably not. That is the conundrum that I am running into, because these don't add a ton of polygons. Like I think this added like 2,000. So I probably don't even need this much. I could probably cut this down to like half and have like every other row. Keep every other row. Let me see, we got the center. Take out this one. I think my mouse is dying. No, wait, no. We want to keep the center, but take out these. Yeah. My favorite movie. That's actually a tough choice. Between Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. One of those two. Likely my favorite movie. Yeah, that really gets the point across right there. And then beneath it, we would have the sculpted scales. The new Godzilla movie. Yeah, I'm stoked. Looks great. Godzilla's new look is fantastic. If they ever come out with like a really big toy, I'm definitely gonna buy it. I've got that massive Godzilla toy. I think it was from Godzilla 2014. It's up there on my shelf. It's like my most prized collection piece. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread this out just a little bit. And what this is gonna do is that from one angle, this will mean from pretty much every angle, really, that you look at the neck, it's gonna give off the appearance of being very rough. And then if I do well enough with the sculpt and the normal map baking, then it will look like I put these pretty much all over the body. If I were to do that, I'd probably make this thing like a 120,000 poly model, which wouldn't even be that crazy, but it wouldn't leave any room to grow. Couldn't add outfits, props, or I guess you could, but you know, your poly count's already pretty high. It'd also make it harder to, like, say, create like a really hardcore environment. Actually, can't remember what the poly count of my current environment is at. Made it myself. Let me see. Actually, I'm curious. I know it's not too terribly high. Favorite thing to do? Ooh, probably right. I'd say right. Okay, I lied. My poly count for my environment is like 300,000. That's a little high. But to be fair, I think that's pretty much just because I put everybody's models over here on the shelf. I decimated the hell out of them, just to the point where they'd still be recognizable. But yeah, I think that this is where like a large portion of the poly count's coming from. Yeah, look at them. Look what I did to Bull's model. It's all decimated to hell. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much little you. I've been wanting to finish your new model before I added you on here. Also because I couldn't find the textures for your model, remember? Well, I guess I had your dragon model, but yeah. In theory, this should work. I think. But we will see pretty shortly how well my little theory works out. Hey Ryu, how's it going, buddy? How old am I? 30. 30 dragon years old. like combing hair, but instead I'm combing scales. Yeah, I think this will work. But before we really get like heavy into like the scale work, I want to get all of the gems on here. You're back? Yes. Yes, I am, and I'm very glad to be back. It was one thing after another that I needed to deal with. But I'm here, I got everything taken care of, and now I can get back on my schedule. This looks fantastic. It looks like he's got dentures. That's funny. Oh, come on. Ever seen Husband? No. No, I have not. Doesn't really look that interesting for me. You date with your wife? No, I'm done with that. We're already married. Just kidding. Yeah, we go on date nights all the time. She's the love of my life and my best friend. I did the impossible, fellas. I married my best friend. Getting a little confused with my topology here. Have kids? Not yet. We probably are going to adopt. Maybe. We haven't really decided yet. I think I need to calm down with this beak here. It's a little much. This is what it is. I was like, what is that? It's the eyeballs. The eyeballs are too big. Damn it, Sesh. Got me again. Cats. I got 6 of them. I'm the crazy cat dragon. Yeah, that's turning out pretty slick. Okay. Let's start adding the gems. Let's see. I think at the very least, the gem in the center will be like an emerald almost. Or not, or like a chaos emerald in a way, if that makes sense. I think I had... Yeah, here we go. Diamond. Wait. Yeah, there's a lot of things that Blender will do for you. You just got to know that it can do it. So there's a lot of gems that you can just straight up generate without having to do it yourself. Jarek, buddy. What's going on? You can have like a diamond like this, which I probably wouldn't use. We can have a diamond like this, like a gem. Work? You don't work. You're a YouTuber. I think these are the same. Let's see. What's the difference between a brilliant diamond and a... I guess it has like a... Engon here. think this would probably be it, like the gem. Yeah, we're gonna go with the gem. Because you also have the rock generator. And you can make it less rough. Something like this. Probably take that detail level down. Display detail down. Make it super smooth. Probably not that smooth. I don't imagine I would use this. Because the rocks that it generates are like more for scenery and less for spiky kind of gems, you know, or spiky rubies. You know what, let me pull up the reference that Braveheart sent me so you guys can get an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here. Or the look that we're going to be going for once we start adding his gems. This is kind of what we're going for. We're going to be adding this, essentially, or something like it, to his arms, to his shoulders, to his tail, his legs. So something that's very rough, nasty looking. Red gems are, in fact, the best. It's just an objective truth. Thinking. So, if we're going to want something that glistens like this. Rough rubies? Okay. Don't have any. I do have some. They're just kind of stuck in the walls. Look. See? Around there somewhere. See, there's a big one right over there under my bed. There's a couple over here. Kind of stuck in the floor. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'll mine them out someday and have them refined, but you know, just whenever I feel like it. I just don't feel like it right now. Well, it's only because I'm a better prospector than you and I know a gem when I see one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to decide the best approach for a rough gem. Rock generator's not going to be a good choice. Because one approach would be to make them fairly smooth, but just paint the details on. Because I have some materials in Substance Painter that can make a pretty good looking gem. You know what? Let's experiment with Substance Painter and see if we can come up with something with using textures and materials rather than like modeling out that. So let's just make a real quick one. Let's take, maybe we can take one of these. Something like this. Add a modifier to it. No, that's not the right one. I know one of these modifiers just kind of does. No, that's not it. Let me try just sculpting it. Not quite. Sheesh. No, this is the way to do it. You were very concerned about that one. I unironically thought that you had it someone else make you like take your model and then add like DPS to it or something, and I was like, I could have done that for you if you wanted it. It wouldn't have been cheap, but it would have been done right. But no, I wouldn't have been upset. People do that all the time because like my NSFW prices are like a little high compared to some other people, but it's just because it's not my typical style of art. So some people will get like a model done for me, but then have like someone else do the NSFW stuff, add additions to their model because they'll do it cheaper, sometimes even for free. Well, people have paid me a lot of money to put on way easier stuff on their models. Oh, I'm sure you got plenty of thirsty people just begging to see it. Foaming at the mouth even. After all, it is a Lore Dragon exclusive. I don't know. You could be brave enough to put porn on YouTube. I don't know. All right, we're going to try out a couple of different ways to get this gem up in here. All right, let's get Substance Painter open. Yeah. People have been banned for way less. Oh wait, we got a new version of Substance Painter. What do we get? Don't know what that is. Oh! Drag and drop files to import assets or automatically create layers and effects. Okay, does this mean I can like drag and drop objects? Oh no, probably not. Oh, path improvements. Now this is what we want. Beautiful. All right. Glad to see it. Glad to see that Substance Painter is improving. Getting my money's worth out of this software. Okay, let me import it, and then we'll switch over to Substance Painter so y'all can kind of follow me along on this little journey of ours as we discover how we're going to do these gems. Let's see, do I have it imported here? Let me check the community assets. I don't think I ended up downloading it. Yes, people have been banned for nothing. I'm just going to start downloading some crystal materials here. Just a bunch. Because they're free and I can. Substance Painter for the win. I was talking to another guy that I met the other day who's an art major at our local community college, and apparently they just started teaching Blender, which I'm just like super enthusiastic for, but also pissed off because like I offered to teach that class there and they're like, no, we only use industry standard. And like, okay, I get it, I understand. And then he tells me, then this dude tells me like, yeah, they just started teaching Blender this semester. And I'm like, what? Pissed. Anyways, I told him that I use Substance Painter, and he's like, dude, do you support Adobe? I'm like, no, but I need Substance Painter. I need it, dog. You don't understand. You don't understand. To be fair, this community college that's in my local town is actually pretty damn based. Like, for one, it's dirt cheap. Two, even if you can't afford it, they'll make sure they'll fucking bend over backwards to make sure that you can afford it. They have like student housing programs, so you don't actually have to live in a dorm, but they'll help you fund your apartment. And in some cases will even pay rent in other apartment complexes. There are just so many amazing social services that this school provides, and like, it's literally the only college that I actually respect. But yes, I do hate Adobe. They suck balls. I hate them so fucking much. But also, Substance Painter is the GOAT. Like, I can't live without it. All right, we're going to test out some of these. Like, do you have any idea how long it would take for me and how much work I would have to do just to try all of these different procedural textures for different types of gems? Dog, it would take me forever. And like, I'd have to fuck around with geonodes. I'd have to mess around with like procedural textures and materials and then bake it on there. And it'd take like 2 years to bake. Whereas with Substance Painter, I can do it in like literally a second and then download all these community assets. See, I don't even know what Aldous and Macromedia are. I have no idea. And I never will. Because I have Substance Painter. Alright, let's see if we can fiddle around with these colors a little bit. Oh, Flippy, your breath smells like fish. Smells like your lunch. Two companies that got bought by Adobe. Oh, rip. My condolences. Yeah, that's the way it be sometimes. Unfortunately. Don't know what's making this purple. I changed everything to red and it's still purple. Oh, the emissive. That's what it is. It's making it purple. Okay. Jump scare. Ha! Got me. Let's see. Something is making this really dark. I want it to be light. with the dust. I know, I'm trying to figure out what it is that's making it dark. It should be like a bright red right now at the base. All right, I'm just gonna like hide everything. No idea. I think it's, well, you know what? I know what it is. The metallic is turned up all the way, so that makes it appear darker than it is. But it's just the lighting. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really what it is. It's just the lighting. Yep, metallic's just turned up all the way. Invented italic. I have many kind things to say to that man. Since this is going to be a pretty rough gem, I think these cracks will do some good. But I think they can be a little less intense. I want more big cracks and less little cracks. Looks cool, thank you. We'll see how it turns out. The man is a hero. Okay, I'm just screwing up the mask now. Yeah, just restore defaults. Oops. All right, I think this is pretty much what we're gonna go for. And it looks like with this material, it makes these cracks along the seams that we mark. So if we go to our UV settings here, see how like it takes the seams that we've cut, and that's where it adds the, I think it's the secondary cracks. Yeah, or secondary and the third. Yeah. Looks pretty damn good. And then we put on the ambient occlusion, which will make it even better. The dust I could probably live without, but I think I'll leave it on anyway. All right, let's go ahead and export this just so we can see how it looks on the model itself. We switch it over. No, this isn't VR. This is, I'm just VTubing right now. It's a model I made in an environment that I put together using VNyan to VTube with. So, forgot to add books to my bookshelf. Of course, I have those bookshelves over there. So, yeah. Whoops. There we go. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna export these textures. Right now, we're working on a commission for another VTuber who's getting a ruby dragon. So we're trying to figure out the best way to make the rubies that are gonna cover his body. And I think this is gonna be it. Ruby. And then we're going to set the output template to Poyomi because that's probably what he's going to be using shader wise. Unity. Poyomi. And export. All right, let's switch back to Blender and we'll see how it looks on the model. All right. Working on it. There. All right. If we go into rendered mode, the light will also affect what the ruby looks like. So it will glimmer off of it differently depending on what direction we're on. And some parts of it will glow no matter what. Perfect. Favorite soda? Mexican Coca-Cola. That's for sure. Yeah, so he'll have something like this, like directly in his chest and then like spread throughout his body. Mountain Dew is for hillbillies. I'm a man of taste and class. Perfect. So we're going to definitely do these textures again, but I just wanted to see what it looks like roughly on the model. So we're going to be going for something like this. Yeah, should probably take the materials off of the mouth. Yeah, that's gonna kick ass. All right. And I do think that I will end up just straight up modeling these. Smugly my bobble. Gross. I think I'll start with them being symmetrical, and then I'm gonna like apply the mirror modifier and then make it unsymmetrical. Or maybe the center one should be pretty much symmetrical. Yeah, screw it. Appreciate the Lurk Dragon Redux. The eternal struggle of trying to avoid eating pure aluminum. Truly mankind's greatest struggle. That would definitely be true. Very good guess. That is indeed my favorite color. With gold coming in a very close second. I don't know, I try to keep my favorite color a secret, but people just keep guessing it. I don't know how. I keep doxing my favorite color. Oh yes, Flippy. Just keep licking with your nasty breath. Fish breath. Based and true. What? You what? Yuri! Welcome back, buddy. I'm doing just fine. It's good to be back on a regular schedule yet again. Working on dragons. Particularly interesting design we've got going on this time. I kind of want to add these to my design too because they look really cool. When I was drawing this one out, I didn't really think to add this. But I don't know, I might. I might. You know what I just realized? Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say I should have unwrapped the first one before duplicating them over and over again, but I'm probably gonna unwrap them manually. Hey Drakian, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back. But yeah, I might unravel them or unwrap them manually because I would be able to determine where the edge wear is going to be by putting the seams down on each individual gem. Actually, no. Since that's a very three-dimensional joint, I shouldn't put a big spike. There should be a bunch of littler spikes. That way they can be a little more flexible. Sounds good? Hell yeah, let's do it, dog. Omni, what's going on? Going on. Let's fucking go, dog. Had a good job interview, fantastic. Glad to hear it. I can't remember the last time I had to interview for a job. Delete these. Yeah, get out of bed. Get to work. Society has missed you, Jarek. I imagine. Human dragon, kinda. Term's anthro, what you're looking for. That's why I was like, why does it look so weird? And it's because the mirror modifier is on. All right, I'm gonna separate the center spikes, take off the mirror modifier. There we go. Give it a little more room here. Since we're gonna have the giant spikes there, we're actually not gonna need these. We might not need this row of scales at all. Text of silhouette scales. Ah, yeah, this is gonna be cool as fuck. It's Braveheart the Hedgehog. I'm just kidding. Awesome. Procreate's a great program. That's what I use for all of my design stuff. All my 2D drawing. My iPad. Beautiful. I think Procreate's honestly like just way far superior to Photoshop. Mainly because it's so user-friendly. Like, the thing about Photoshop is that it's capable of doing just a ridiculous amount of stuff, which, you know, cool, love that, but also fuck that, you know? Like, I don't need a bazillion tools to draw a picture. I just need symmetry, custom brush, the ability to import custom brushes, and that's kind of it, dog. Like, I don't think there's really anything else that I really need that bad. I don't want to have to look up a tutorial every single time I need to do like a really simple thing because I can't find the thing I'm trying to do. Like in Procreate, there's just so few, there's like just enough stuff to get your art made that, yeah, there's just so few things that you need to actually get your art made that like you can find everything that you need in one place without having to look that hard. Don't even need a tutorial because you'll probably find it in a few seconds if you just look through the menu of things you can use in Procreate. That's unironically, that's actually a really cool idea, Omni. It's like people have been streaming retro games forever now, but retro programs? No, you never see that. That's so cool. Let's turn off merging. This will probably add more polygons than I care to, but whatever. Not that much. Especially because I kept these pretty low poly, considering. Yeah. Yeah, these are barely adding anything. I think the teeth ended up adding more. Yeah, the teeth ended up adding 13,000 because I took them from a subdivided model. That's kind of funny. Yeah, these teeth are subdivided. I could decimate these teeth if I wanted to. And I might. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm actually curious what this is going to look like, because like the ruby material is applied to all of these, and I have no idea what it's going to do. I don't think these have been unwrapped yet, have they? They have not. But regardless, it still looks pretty good. Let's delete all that. Let's get the eyes where we want them to be. I think I want that specular to go like way down. Chill. And that pupil. There we go, a little more sinister. Nice. Let's see. We're also going to add some to the arms here. And the legs. I'm gonna bulk up those forearms just a little bit. Popeyify them. Popification. Not gonna lie, when I first read the description provided for this model, I was very excited to do it. Especially whenever the references were given. I was like, damn, this is gonna be cool. A new challenge. Beautiful. Do the same thing on the legs. Very cool. Yes. This was going to be awesome. Very cool. Very awesome. We need to be sure to get these exactly where we want them to be, because I do plan on sculpting the scales to fit the gems. So like around where the gems insert into the body, I'm not just going to have like a flat texture just kind of placed there. I'm going to sculpt around it so it looks like the gems are extruding from the body. You know what I mean? Like they're almost blasting from the skin. If that makes sense. Hopefully without stabbing him every time he lifts his legs. That would be nice. Alright, we're going to put these gems going down his back. All the way down the tail. Perfect. Life is pain. Let's see, does he already have nails? He does. Okay. We'll probably replace the nails, or just put the ruby material on the nails. I'll just take these, separate them, add them here. Might as well do it with the those two. Perfect. This one will be pretty difficult to texture. It will definitely be one of the harder ones, but I'm confident that we can do it. Confident in our ability. We are Giga Chads. We can do it. If we believe in ourselves. Woo! Even with like the completely painted textures, or even like the unproperly wrapped textures, it still looks pretty good at a glance. We're about to make it look even better as soon as we get these the way we want them to go. All right, so first we're gonna apply the mirror modifier. What? Oh, it's got shape keys on it for some reason. Because I don't want this to be symmetrical, the gems. So now we can join them all together as a single object since the mirror modifier has been applied. Now let's just fuck them right up in the best way possible. Kind of uncanny seeing something that looks so solid just bend and stretch like it's made out of Play-Doh. I'm just kind of going randomly here. You know, just taking some spots here and there and just kind of distorting them, randomizing them a little bit. There's probably a modifier that does this in like a single button press, but I don't know what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna Google it real quick just to see if there is one that I'm forgetting. Let me see. Blender randomly distort mesh. The displace modifier. All right, let's give that a try. So I've used the displays modifier before, but never for this specifically. Where is it though? Can't remember. Here it is. Change that to global. I can't remember how to do this. Let's see, displace. Normal. Wow, there it is. I was like, why is it not showing up? Let's put that at like 0.1. Okay, 0.01. Okay, that's not doing anything. Yeah, that's kind of just inflating it. And it's doing it symmetrically too. Callie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Trying to find like a very easy way to just randomly distort everything, distort all of these so they look just a little different from each other and less symmetrical. And I thought that let's try a rock displacement. Ooh. All right, enjoy your commute. Let's see. Did that do it? Not really. Yeah, see, that just kind of moved it diagonally. Like, gee, thanks. Oh, you know what? Here's an idea. If we make ourselves a new vertex group, just call it random, then go to select random. It'll select a bunch of random vertexes around here and go assign. It'll assign it to random. Then we can go to the vertex part of the modifier here, the vertex group part of the modifier. Put in random. Now only those random vertexes that we selected will be affected by this modifier. There we go, something like that. 0.02. Zenadora, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're working on a gem or a ruby dragon. I drew the reference or gave it a quick sketch, and we're going, we're adding in all of this gem work now to figure out what the scales are going to look like when we're ready to sculpt those. Oh, hey, Chilky, how's it going? How is it going? We're doing really well today. I love how my alerts are both playing at the same time. Strexus, buddy, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Got the whole guild up in here. I'm trying to find a very lazy way to just subtly nudge like random vertices here and there so that I don't have to, you know, I don't need a modifier for this. I can just select random, nudge it around a little bit. Unselect. Select random again. Nudge him around a little bit. That way, because I don't want them to be symmetrical. Not there. Oh, you know what I just realized? I forgot to merge all the vertices here. Merge by distance. There we go. We don't need two of these. Get out of here. Damn it. Well, you won't learn anything from me. No siree, not here. Just kidding. We're getting ready to unwrap these and we're going to texture them. We just slapped on like a real quick texture to kind of visualize it a little bit, but we're about to actually unwrap them and then test them out and start texturing them in Substance Painter. Once I'm happy with how the gems look, I'm going to start sculpting the scales on. His scale pattern's going to look something like this reference. I don't usually draw the scales on the sketches. I'm a better sculptor and 3D artist than I am a 2D artist. We're gonna have something like this for the actual scales. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Select random, nudge, nudge. I sculpt them all by hand. Mainly just so I can have perfect control over where each of the scales are and I can control the flow of the scales. And if there are any like extrusions, like each of these rubies, I'm gonna sculpt flesh like around them so that it looks like they're extruding from the body rather than just being laid on top of a solid texture. Sometimes I use a solid texture. Like if the scales are really, really small, then I'll just use a solid texture. Dang, we're getting a double raid. Red Doom Fox, welcome in. Thank you for sharing your community with me. Really appreciate that. By the way, for those of you guys who don't know me already, I'm the Lore Dragon. I'm a full-time 3D artist. I specialize in monstrous VTubers, very often making dragons because that's just kind of what I'm known for, but I make all kinds of monster VTubers. I'm a technical artist. I make my own I made my own environment. I make my own redeems, animations. I haven't made an animation in a good minute, mainly because it take a lot of time. And most people don't need animations. They just get the VTuber and call it a day, but I do animate too. I like making VTubers that are not exactly humanoid. Let's see. It's time to start unwrapping these. And the thing about this smart material that I'm about to use, it adds this edge wear right here to wherever I put the seams. So if I were to just unwrap it like this, it would put the edge wear where it could never be seen, which is like right in here. Like where it's like inside the mesh, and we don't want that. We want to add the edge wear. We want it to be seen. So we're gonna need to kind of pick and choose just a few random spots, really. Oh yeah, 99% of VTubers just have the model, maybe a pose or two, and call it a day. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Not everyone knows how to animate, and less people know how to animate VTubers because it's not exactly a user-friendly process. Since VRM is like allergic to the concept of animation. But using proxy bones, we can animate VTubers to do anything. And now with Warudo, it's a lot more possible. I have yet to really dig into Warudo and what all it can do, but mainly because no one's, hired a commission where they're like, put me in Warudo and then show me and then make it just do crazy stuff. And that's when I'll figure it out and learn some really cool Warudo stuff. But until then, I'm just like, maybe later. Maybe some other time. I get everything I need from Vignon, and it's like, it's it, that's it. That's all I need. Vignon. Maybe someday it'll change. I don't really have that many animations on mine either, really. I just have a few really neat redeems, like channel point redeems and stuff. And a lot of them are broken. Ever since I added my environment, a lot of them kind of broke. They were kind of working on the assumption that I was just going to be streaming in a void with just my model and no environment. Oh yeah, Vignon's the GOAT. I love it. As soon as it came out, I hit the ground running and started doing all sorts of crazy stuff. It made so many things that were impossible before with my quadraped models. It made it possible, So what we're doing now is we're selecting not only where the seams are going to go, but where we are going to extrude the edges of these gems, the spots that will catch the light the most. They're going to be where our edge, not only our edge wear is going to be, but where our edge glimmer is going to be as well. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. And I'm mostly just selecting these at random. I'm not using any kind of pattern. Make sure I get every gem. We don't want to do select random here because it does need to be like a full span. It does still need to unwrap more or less in one piece, you know, as much as we can anyway. All right, the little ones I'm not going to mess with. Not going to worry about that. The fingers. All right, pretty sure that's it. All right, and what we're going to do from here to make those edges really pop. Oh, I'm actually going to do something a little different here for the big one. We're going to hit Shift E, and what that's going to do is it's going to extrude it. Oh wait, not Shift E. That's not right. That's not the correct one. What was it? Was it Shift S? No. Wait. Not Control S. Probably should Control S anyway, but what was it? Hold on. I make it a point to memorize as many hotkeys as possible just so I can forget them as quickly as I learn them. Let's see. Alt S. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Alt S. What that's going to do is it's going to let us extrude directly in the direction of their normals. Like that. And we're going to do that very slightly. There we go. Maybe even less than that. So that'll make those edges pop a little bit more than the edges around them. Hence why they will catch the most light on these gems. And then once we have that selected, we're going to mark our seams, select all of them, and unwrap. Looks pretty wild. But that's okay. We're not hand painting these, so this is going to be. I do a lot of realistic texturing or realistic looks. I don't do a lot of anime hand painting stuff. The model I'm using right now is one of the only models that I've actually hand painted with like a toon style. This one's not going to be one of those. All right. Then from there, we're going to export all of these as our FBX. Excuse me, Flippy. Excuse me, sir. All right, let's open up Substance Painter. This was the gem I was testing the material on. I'm gonna re-import our mesh. Substance Painter. You say that, but honestly, Substance Painter's saved my entire career. Like, there were just so many things that I couldn't do before, or that I would have to do by hand with like really creative node setups and stuff that I don't have to do anymore because Substance Painter can do it in a single button click. People can pry Substance Painter from my cold, dead hands. What? Oh. Oh well. We're going to create a new smart material here. That way I don't have to like mess with all the settings that I did with this other one. I can just throw it in here. And I think it should stay in my yeah, it's in my assets folder. All right, let's just make a new file. Take our gems and import. And that's fine. Nice. We're going to start with baking our mesh maps. I don't think the smart material uses them. Or actually, no, it does. It uses the ambient occlusion. So we're going to need that. Bake, bake, bake. Bacon all day, every day. Wake and bake. Baby. All right. We are now baked. We could take that material that we made in that last file and throw it on here. Chee. All right. Why is that? Oh, got to add my emissive. Yeah. I was like, this is really dark. Why is it so dark? Ah, didn't save my emissive colors. Oh well. Just have to adjust those again. Oh, our playlist just ran out. Start over. There we go. I appreciate the raid, Zenadora. Hope you have a good night. Don't work too hard. Drink your water, but not too much. Yeah, that's the stuff. I think I kind of want these to be a little different. Let's turn that texture opacity down a little bit. Too much. Too much. Turn it back. Give me back. Just a little bit. Adding more big cracks. I'm gonna scale them up a little bit. Not gonna lie, it is a little bit easier to do this when I'm not streaming because my GPU doesn't try to shit the bed. Ninewind, what's going on, buddy? We're doing some crazy texture jobs or texture work today. See, is that light? Win a competition. What's the competition? Mocap suit, you say? Man can get a lot of mileage out of a full mocap suit. All right, I feel pretty good about that. Let's see how it looks with the bloom. It won't matter because that doesn't export, but I'm just curious. Closet must be full of them. Jerk. At that point, just decline the prize. What's the competition? Like, what do you got? What's the parameters of the competition? Wait, where's the bloom? Nice. Doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't export the bloom, but that's okay. A 2-second loop of walking up the stairs. Damn, the boss fight. I would have killed it in the boss fight one if I knew about it. How'd you get that crystal look that good? It's been a process. Been working on it for like the past hour. I'll show you in just a second. Let me export these real fast. How do you not go blind? I don't really go blind, but it fills me with an unending rage. The likes of which this world has never seen. The hatred that fills my heart right now is almost sickening. But you know, the usual. Just my small way of spreading more anger and hatred. Is it working? It also doesn't help that like 9 out of 10 of the commissions I get are like red dragons. Of some sort. Damn it. Here we go. All right, let's put these on. Dated textures. Is that what it looked like? No. Not what it looked like in Substance Painter. You what? Oh, okay. Still has the... I accidentally picked the old albedo. Uh-oh. Okay. Thought I was gonna crash there for a second. Save. That's better. Alright. So, Ninewin, to answer your question, what I did was I made some very low poly gems. I did not shade smooth them. They're all shaded flat. And used a smart material that I adjusted the parameters for. It was called Cosmic X. It's one of the public or the community assets in Substance Painter. A lot of it comes from that, and then I just adjusted the parameters as I needed them. If I were to shade smooth these, I wonder what it would look like. Bad. That's what. All right, and now our lighting should affect it. Cosmic X, yes. Well, doesn't really matter what it looks like in Blender because this isn't the render engine, but he's gonna need, whenever he uploads this into Vignon, I'm gonna need to make sure to put in some instructions for the lighting. Specifically that the ambient lighting is gonna need just a slight tint of red, but for the most part, this is, or the not the ambient, emission is gonna need a slight tint of red, but not a lot. Turn on bloom. Because these are not just rubies, they're also rubies that glow. Like these. They're magical. They have to have some kind of magic flowing through them. Wyoming's, the shader is going to do a lot of work once we get to that stage. Okay, now that I feel pretty confident with the placement of our rubies, it's time to start thinking about the high poly version of this. Does the emissive? You have to add that yourself. Let me show you. Under the texture settings, you need to make sure you plus and then add emissive. Otherwise, emission won't show up as a channel for you to mess with. Yeah. There we go. Let's start thinking about what we're gonna do for our high poly boy here. Let's see. All right, first of all, let's set our materials correctly. Okay, that should not be happening. Should probably make sure these entirely UV unwrapped as well. The wings are going to have a transparency map, or an transparency albedo or whatever, so that we can get the ripped look. Okay. I think he should be pretty much UV unwrapped. His scales are going to be symmetrical. Accidentally had some pins here, I guess. The eyes.
Oh no.
My brain. I cannot think clearly. No. I've forgotten how to UV unwrap.
Okay, back to normal. I remember now. And with that memory comes the memory of how much I hate doing this. Yeah, if they're ever going to make AI do anything useful, they can at least make it to where they can UV unwrap a model decently without very much user input. That'd be nice. That'd be swell. Why can't they make an AI that does that and not one that's not just a super plagiarism machine? Make our jobs easier. Not art worse. All right, let's see. We all dark blue here? Almost. Yeah, that sounds complicated as hell. I think I'm just gonna keep sculpting my textures. I'm gonna just cut these in half. Nice, nice. Okay, what exactly is this? Ah. That's not supposed to happen. Here. What? Oh, yeah. Forgot about the little elbow spike. Okay. It's so funny. Like, I'll see other artists who like paint the textures on like this. Like, they'll paint the textures directly onto the UV, like on a 2D flat surface, and they'll need to make sure that their UVs are very well organized, they don't get lost. Then there's me, who just splats it on here and then sends it to Substance Painter. As long as there's gaps, as long as there's some gaps between here, that's all I need. Organizing UVs? Hell no, dude. Hell no. Do I look like I work with a team? You think anyone else in the world's gonna be touching these UVs? Hell no. Hello, Flippy. This is Flippy. He's a good boy. He's a very talkative boy. I used to have a separate webcam dedicated just to Flippy whenever he jumps in my lap. But that webcam broke. So now you just have to imagine him being a nice little boy in my lap. I hold him like a baby. He's like one of the only cats I've ever had that lets me hold him like a baby. I used to cut things like they were squares. Were you trying to do Guilty Gear shading? Or Guilty Gear style toon shading? Because that's a thing. I only tried that once and it was cool, but probably won't do it again. A boxy gun. Oh well, I guess it could still work with that. I think that would still work pretty well. There are some people who like take guns and like literally just cut them in half straight down the middle and then do this. I'm gonna undo this, but they'll cut it right down the middle and then they'll go, where is it? Project from view. And then it's just the UV directly from the side view. Kind of weird to look at. Yeah, you shouldn't do this with anything else, but there are some uses for this. Some people will do that because a gun is so simple, and then they'll just draw, like they'll just draw the gun in 2D. What makes a good UV? Well, if you're working by yourself and no one else will ever touch your UVs, it's literally as simple as making sure that it's all dark blue and that it doesn't stretch. Or at least as dark of a blue as you can get, realistically. There may be some spots where it'll stretch a little bit. You just have to decide how much it actually matters. If it's a toon shaded model, your UVs are not as important because you can't really see stretch on a toon shaded model unless it's like really stretched. For something like scales, it does matter. it does matter what direction they're in if you're just going to use a flat texture. Me, I'm going to sculpt the scales directly on this thing and then bake the normal map. So it doesn't matter where my scales are going, or it doesn't really matter where my UVs are going because of that. Oh, forgot about the mouth. I forgot the mouth. If you're going to do like realistic shading, where the model looks somewhat realistic or photorealistic, your UVs are going to be way more important. Because you will see the stretch if the UV is not well unwrapped or unwrapped well. If you go up here on the UV editor, scroll over, you'll see these intersect. This looks like a Venn diagram. You're gonna click the down arrow. Then there's a little check mark here for display stretch. And it'll just show you the stretch. Just gonna put the teeth all in one spot. Hell yeah, no problem. Sorry I couldn't help with your geonodes question that you might have had. Geonodes scare me. They're witchcraft. If God intended for us to use geonodes, he would make them easy. There was only one time when I tried using geonodes, and it was pretty much out of desperation. I was trying to find a low poly way to get curly hair to appear on a model that was, you know, still game ready. And this was a lot earlier on when I started modeling, and I was pretty desperate to figure out a way to distribute curly hairs, and geonodes was like a desperate attempt to figure that out, and safe to say it didn't work. It did not work. It's not magic. But I tried my best. Wait a minute. Pin those down. Then I select these, unwrap. No. Not the wings. The smart thing to do. What? Oh, UV packer pack. There we go. Then press the UV packer button. Ah, damn it. Okay. Before you pack it, though, it does. I don't want the wing webbing. It takes up too much space for what it's going to be used for. So I'm just going to separate it for a second. Bam. And now my UVs are packed. Don't even have to mess with them. Nice. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay. I'm gonna put these on their own UV map so I don't have to mess with them later. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna have to include these in the UV map, but they are gonna need to be smaller. And that'll be okay. Unwrap. Actually, don't unwrap. Just pack. It does make them smaller, but I think as long as I use a 4K normal map, it shouldn't matter. Oh, wait. Don't rescale VRChat. High quality, don't rescale. Now 4K pack. There we go. That way it keeps the size of everything that I have currently in the map. And everything that you have pinned doesn't move. But to be fair, I think that these teeth and this mouth are way too far apart. They're taking up too much space. There we go. Hang on. Let's take the tongue and the mouth. We're gonna just pin it over here. We're gonna try to pack these teeth in nice and close. There we go. Now all the teeth are packed in real close together. We're going to shrink them way down because they don't need to be anywhere near that big. Put them right there. Pin them in place. Let's put our tongue and our gums right there. Keep it all pinned in place. All right, try that again. There we go. Damn it. There we go. Teeth. Pinned. Stay pinned. Aha. There we go. That gave us a lot more room. Slightly more resolution to our scales. Okay. Now we can start sculpting. If I get my way, there should only be 4 materials on this thing. One for the eyes, one for the rubies, Oh, the horns. Damn it. Yeah. I'm sure Braveheart could tell me later. Because I was unsure if I wanted the horns to also have the ruby texture, or if those were gonna have like more of a bone texture. It could be either or, really. Both would look really cool. Let me see what happens if I just throw the ruby material on here. Okay, it looks crazy because they're not UV unwrapped yet, but yeah, they're not UV unwrapped. There, smart UV project just to get an idea. Yeah, it still looks crazy because they're not UV unwrapped. Tom Muncher, what's going on, buddy? I'm sure he'll let me know, but at a glance, I think they should be, yeah. As I see it here, I think they should be ruby textured. With that being said, it's good to see you again, Toe Muncher. How's it going, buddy? That being said, we need to unwrap one of them. Hey Drax, how's it going, buddy? Busy, yeah. Staying busy. There we go. Now whenever we convert that array into mesh, it'll be UV unwrapped already. All right, this is gonna ruin our textures, but that's okay. We're gonna just do it again anyway. The ruby look, fantastic. Great minds do in fact think alike. All right, it's gonna ruin our UVs. We're gonna have to re-export it, but that's okay. No harm, no foul. Ruin, yeah, it's gonna look crazy now. Let's see what it looks like. It's gonna look fucking nuts. Look disgusting. Ew. Not really as bad as I thought, but it's still pretty bad. All right, let's fix it. Send it back to Substance Painter. Export the mesh. Edit, re-import mesh. It adds the horns to it. Looks like caca because the mesh maps need to be rebaked. So let's bake those again. We like getting baked multiple times on stream, so if you like getting baked, this is the stream for you. It doesn't look like we're gonna have enough time to really dig into the scale sculpting today. But we can at least get everything ready so that next time we'll definitely be just sculpting scales the whole time. There we are. Yeah, even without the model here, I can already see that the ruby look for the horns is a fantastic idea. That being, oh wait, I was like, why do they look so bad compared to the rest? And it's because they are shade smooth. They need to be shade flat. which is an easy thing to do. Or if anything, just select the whole thing. Shade flat. Yeah, there we go. All right, try that again. Still gonna need to rebake those mesh maps one more time. Export FBX. Give it a second to export. Re-import mesh. There we go. Now they're shade flat. Just to be sure, we're going to go ahead and rebake those textures. It's YV. It's Wyborn. Wyborn the Wyvern. There they are. Look at that. All right. Before we did the shade flat, they looked kind of just solid color. That wasn't great, but now they look fucking beautiful. All right. We're gonna have to re-export those textures. Then back in Blender, we're gonna reapply them to our material. Are they done exporting? Yes. All right, using Node Wrangler, we are adding all the materials back. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those definitely needed to be... Definitely need to be Ruby. Without a doubt. Yeah, that wakes me up. Wakes me up too. Ah, nom, 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 nom. It's past midnight for you. Wow. Like 5:30 here. Wait, how loud is it? Well, it's not that loud. Not as loud. It's loud. It's as loud as intended. The jump scare. I forgot we had that. Okay. I dig it. This is beautiful. Oh, yeah, dog. Okay, for the scales, let's just put like a solid color on just so we can have like a look for it. Yeah, the fireballs are still missing. And for some reason, Shrink Dragon only shrinks my head. I think it's because I forgot to put a scale constraint on my hip bone. Whoops. So it should be 1, 2. It's okay. Fantastic. I need to add some nails to the wings here. So like here, there, and then on the thumb. That'll be something I add next time. I forgot to do that. But yes, we are ready to start sculpting the scales. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to have a high poly mesh and we're going to bake it onto the low poly mesh. Show you guys like a quick rundown of that process. We're not going to do it today, but that's definitely going to be something for next week. So we're going to make a copy, Shift D, duplicate. One's going to be high poly and one's going to be low poly. High poly. Hi poly. Hi lore. And on that high poly, we are gonna put on a multi-resolution modifier. Wait. No. No, not for this style. We're actually going to use a subdivision surface, and we're going to subdivide the fuck out of it. I'll be here all week. I was like, what the fuck? That's because the low poly is still there. Okay, there we go. Yes, and those edge creases are intended. They're gonna be these parts right here. So we want those to stay pretty sharp edges. That being said though, I do want this beak to be a little more sharp. Sharpen that up a little bit. Won't matter too much for the baking process, but it would be more convenient to be able to see what the finished product is going to look like. Ooh, I'm the lagging dragon now. Turns out several million polygons is a little much during a stream. Yeah, 4 million almost. Yes, it was a very good idea. As soon as I saw it next to these, I was like, I couldn't imagine these being just like bones. No way, dog. All right. But yes, this is what we're gonna do here. Go ahead and save. If my computer crashes when I apply this modifier, just understand that's why. If the stream very suddenly ends. What? Oh. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, it's because one of the pieces I took from one of my old models had shape keys on it. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's the big hump. Okay. Let's show you guys some sculpting. Just real quick. So this is probably going to be the alpha I use for sculpting these scales across the body. Something along these lines here. Ooh. That's lagging hard, dude. Oh, God. Oh, you know what? Let me close Substance Painter. That'll help. That'll help big time. Okay. Okay, not nearly as much as I thought. Okay, maybe subdividing 4 times is not a great idea if I'm going to be streaming. But yeah, this is kind of what's going to happen here. God, I might have to do this off stream. Yeah, this is straight up impossible without streaming. But yeah, this is kind of what we're going to do. We're going to put this basically all over the body until we get a real nice scale. Until we get like nice and covered up in scales. We're going to add some parts, some fleshy bits. Where is it? Right here. Oh, geez. Blender, you're making it really hard for me to show everybody how big of a genius I am. But basically, yes, we're going to be adding fleshy parts right here. They're going to make it seem like these are not just, layered on top of a flat texture. We're going to be sculpting around the edges to make it look like they're really extruding from the skin. So we'll have layers of scales here. With your model, you can use it anywhere. Since it's not a quadruped, you can use it pretty much anywhere without any trouble. If you prefer Vignon, you can use that. If you just prefer VC face, you can use that. Whatever you'd like. Now, if you wanted like some really crazy animations for later, it's like some of the stuff I have with like the yeet, the fireball, the shrink head, that kind of stuff, then yeah, you're going to need Vignon or Warudo, one of the two. Probably Vignon, because that's what I know how to do best, but for the meantime, anything would work. But yes, this is going to be the process. We're going to be sculpting all of this. I'm probably going to use a different high poly mesh. I think 4 million might be a bit much. We might need something closer to like 1 million. Let's see. Let's try 1 million. Hi, boy. Yes, the higher it goes, the more GPU it's going to use. Your model is going to be, I think our final poly count is coming out to 35,000. Somewhere around there. We are going to sculpt the scales and then we're going to bake them onto the low poly mesh so that it will look high poly, even though it's not. Yeah, we're gonna try this. All right, there we go. We're sitting at 1 million. I'm gonna hide all the other stuff here that we don't need. We need the rubies because I need to know where to put the flesh around those. Let's try some scales first. Oh yeah, this is probably going to be even lower poly than your V-Roid. Slightly more usable. This at 1 million. There we go. But yeah, this is why I charge more for my realistic scales, because I do hand sculpt them like this. I don't just slap on a blanket texture. So this is kind of what I'm going to be doing, but all over the body. And of course, you know, I'm going to make it look nice, but you get the idea. And then even on spots where there are seams, like right here on the arms and on the legs, it's going to appear seamless. And of course, like I said, fleshy bits here. And then whenever we're done, whenever it's all nice and sculpted and it all looks perfect and beautiful and ready to go, it's gonna look something like this, but with your style. This is a 23,000 poly model. But it looks way higher. Let me see if I have, I think I still have the high poly version in here, but I don't think it's painted. Oh, yeah, it's got the multi-res. You know, I might do that too, honestly. It worked really well for this one. Might save me some GPU. Yeah, I'm gonna try multi-res, but that'll be for next time. But yeah, this is the high poly version. What's the poly count here? Yeah, just a casual 12.5 million. Yeah, totally game ready, guys, I swear. You just buy that 4090, dude. Just please, just a little more GPU power, bro. I promise. Just a little more, and we'll just a little more. Yeah, this was a good time. Only have a 3080. Ah, damn. I guess you can't run this model then. Damn. Fuck. Oh man. Oh shit. Tough luck, buddy. Damn. Yeah, city skylines too. Yeah, yeah. No kidding, dude. No kidding. Anyways, fellas, that's gonna be it for today. That is all that she wrote. I need to go play some Baldur's Gate with my sister, but I'm gonna send you guys on a quick raid. Let me see if any of my Blender buddies are streaming right now. See you next time, Red Mage. Any of my Blender buddies streaming. Gotta look it out of my phone. Night, Chilky. Appreciate you stopping by. None of my Blender buddies, but Art Buddy, Bull, looks like they're working on a commission. We'll send some love their way. They've been streaming forever. We had a long stream going today. But all right, fellas, I will probably see y'all again next Tuesday. And then I'll be getting back to work on this guy, doing the sculpting of the scales. That's the fun part. And I will see, and after that, we'll texture them. All right, y'all. Peace out.